It's really sad, but Plumeria season is slowly coming to an end. We can see a lot of our plants beginning to shed their leaves. We still have a lot of flowers, which is lovely. But there's one little observation that I wanted to share with everyone. I've been noticing over the last couple of years that the seed pods we have on our plants have really increased. 3 years ago, we got our first seed pod on our plant, and we had 2 pairs of seed pods. That would be 4 seed pods. Last year, we had about 30 seed pods. That's a Singapore pink seed pod. And this year, we already have close to 60 seed pods. Here's a Singapore white seed pod. Now, one would wonder what the difference is. The only change we've brought about is we've completely stopped using chemicals on our plants, and all we're doing is natural. The things we use on our plants are bioenzyme, compost made from our garden waste that we make right here on our roof, and cow manure or any sort of organic manure. This is a seed pod of Aussie pink. Here we have seed pods in Cancun pink. Mystical Desire. There's one set here and one over here. So all these things are really easy to do. Whether it's compost, what we do is we save all our dried leaves that fall off our plants, and trust me, we have plenty. We collect them in buckets like this or in sacks, and we just store them to make our compost. And for compost, what you need to do is you need to layer your dried leaves with your kitchen waste. When you put 1 portion of kitchen waste, you put 3 portions of dried leaves. And that's how you make compost. You keep putting layers, and then you leave it for about a couple of months, and you get this beautiful compost, which is excellent for your plants. Look at our stenopetala. It's still got so many flowers in it. And just look at this. Here's one seed pod pair. Here you can see the beginning of another one. Here's one more. And here's the 4th. So garden compost is one thing we use. The other thing we use is bioenzyme. Bioenzyme is made with the peels of vegetables or fruit. We usually use citrus peels because it smells really good. And you have to make it in the proportion of 1 portion of jaggery, 3 portions of peels, and 10 portions of water. You keep that mix in a plastic wide-mouthed bottle, and you keep it for about 90 days. If you want it to be made faster, you need to put a little bit of the pulp of a previous batch of bioenzyme as an accelerator. Then it gets ready in 30 days. That can be used either in the water when you're watering your plants as a soil drench or as a spray. Just look at these seed pods. This is Slaughter Pink. 3 pairs right here and this one up here. So that's literally 8 pods on Slaughter Pink. And bioenzyme is extremely good for your plants. It's natural. It helps in aeration of the soil, and it helps putting in good microbes into your soil. Here's Rang Sirichok, again with a seed pod. This is Siam Lavender. We actually have 7 pairs of seed pods on this very plant. I can't show you because the sun is in the wrong direction, but that's Siam Lavender. Here we have Super Round with its seed pod. The beginning of a seed pod on Diang Siam. Seed pod on Strawberry Bubblegum. Seed pods on Thai Duke. Plenty more at the back in there. Bioenzyme can also be used as a pest control. So if we get spider mites or if we have any problem on our plants, we just spray a diluted version of bioenzyme onto the leaves, onto the plants, and it helps. You can make bioenzyme out of neem leaves, and that can be used as a pesticide. So we haven't used any pesticide or insecticide on our plants in the last 3 years. And I genuinely believe that that is the reason that we suddenly have so many seed pods. This is annoyed, the seed pod. So my advice to anybody who's looking to get seed pods on their plants would be go natural. Cow manure in the soil, bioenzyme as a spray or as a soil drench, and compost. You can use vermicompost. You can buy that commercially if you can't make your compost at home. That's also extremely good for your plants. And the logic behind why one would get more seed pods when you'd use all these natural things is because the pollinators increase. I'm noticing such a huge increase in the number of butterflies, the number of bees, and overall good insects in our plants. That's Evelani. Here's one seed pod, there's one at the back there, there's a little one coming at the back here. This is again another Siam lavender plant. Huge fat seed pod on this one. Second one here. This is a small seed pod on purple jack, a medium-sized seed pod on purple jack, and a huge seed pod on purple jack. Another small thing that we do is when we have so many dried leaves, for winter, we can't shift all our plants down into a sheltered area. They're all exposed to the elements. We cover the soil with some dried leaves. In all our pots, we just sort of crush the dried leaves and cover the soil with that. And when the plants are really small, we give them a layer of leaves under the pots. That seems to help with the insulation. It doesn't let the cold from the floor climb into the roots, and it has helped us. The last 2 years, we've not lost a single plant to the cold. So it's definitely worked for us. I think you should give it a try because there's never any shortage of dried leaves when it comes to Plumeria. You know, every single leaf is going to fall off. And when you take a look at it, we have plenty of leaves here that are going to be falling off. So that's a lot of excellent resource, whether it's for your compost or it's for your plants directly. And the layer that you put under the pots, by the time spring comes, it'll have decomposed and your roots from the pot will come through from the bottom and your plants will thrive. We've been doing that for 2 years. We've had excellent results. So do give it a shot. It's worth a try. Try going all natural. Your plants will thank you. The environment will thank you. Your health will thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it informative. And I really, really hope you follow this. Let us know in the comments how it goes for you and what you're doing. Bye.